It's your boy Paul Pierce, and welcome to the Truth Lounge. I got some stuff I got to get off my chest, and I got a list right here that we're going to address all of these things. First thing on the list, my exit from ESPN. A lot of y'all had a lot of things to say. You got fired on your day off. Who's Monica? It's all good. We're going to talk about that. I got some truth serum, and we're going to address everything. Now, about ESPN, the day I got fired. Look, it was all going down. It was my boy's birthday, poker game. He had some girls there, and I'm feeling good. You know, I'm enjoying retirement. It's poker night, my boy's birthday. Come on now. Then I decided to pull my phone out. I was feeling good. Come on now, I'm feeling good. And I'm like, yeah, I got all the money. Yeah, I'm in. Woo. Boom, I thought I had some good visuals. You know, the girls was having fun. They was dancing. I'm getting a massage. Look, you don't understand. If you ever play poker and you winning all the money, you feel good. I wanted to see the moment. I was caught in the moment. What you want me to do? I'm in the moment. Then cut it off. I didn't post it. So I'm thinking, you know, that's it. Not knowing that you could record it. People on the internet can record it and send it out. That's one thing I didn't know about going live. And so, you know, the night was over, had a good time, won the money. The girls, they had a good time, whatever. I go home, fall asleep. It's a good night. I slept good that night because when you lose, you don't sleep good. But I slept good that night. I wake up, phone is off the chain. I'm like, man, why everybody blowing me up? What's going on? I'm like, what you mean? Then I look up the video showing. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh. So I'm like, damn, I'm not me. I'm not thinking I did nothing wrong because I didn't think people saw it. Man, you did. You going viral. You was at the poker game, strippers. And by the way, they wasn't strippers. They was girls. It was the poker game. It was bikini night. And that wasn't a normal night. It was his birthday. So now I get a call from this lady. I don't even know her name. So she probably like the investigator or whatever her role is with ESPN, whatever. So tell me about what happened that night. And I'm like, I mean, you saw the tape. I mean, I was having a good time. I was with my friends. It was some dancing. It was some cards. It was a birthday. I mean, y'all act like y'all don't be hanging out in places where stuff like this is going on. But at the same time, I was respectful. It wasn't like I was doing anything. I was sitting there, and there was some beautiful women there, and what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You tell me. Nothing. So then I get the call the next day like, hey, Mr. Pierce, we're sorry to tell you that we're going to let you go. Disney has a morals clause. And I was just like, damn, I couldn't even really say nothing. All right, cool. But I was about to quit at the end of the year anyway. I was tired of putting on the coat and tie. I was tired of being held back on my opinions. And so it probably was the right timing of it all anyway. And so, I was disappointed on the way it went down. I didn't want it to go that way. But, you know what I'm saying? Shit happened. I didn't do nothing illegal. And that's the story. I got fired for literally having a good time. And now we watch these shows. You got employees for ESPN and Fox who got their alternate shows. Now tell me where the morals and all of that. When they talking about women and strippers and drinking alcohol on the set and doing all this other stuff, where the morals at now? Why it changed now? I don't get it. It was morals 2 years ago, but they ain't no morals no more. Like, what's the deal with that? So I don't get, how, people gonna define what they say as morals and what's good and what's not. I'm on my free time. I can do what I want on my free time. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not out here doing this, something illegal and doing something that's against the law, I don't see what's the problem with what I do in my free time. So, but this is the Truth Lounge. We're going to come with it. It's going to be a lot more than I'm going to address. It's more than ESPN. I'm going to clean up a lot of shit. We're going to talk about this wheelchair that y'all keep talking about, the wheelchair game. we're gonna talk about, man, I'm gonna address this Haslam thing too. But that's low on my list. We gonna get to that later in some other episodes. I ain't even tripping off of that. That's low bearing fruit right there. And we got some other things we gonna talk about. So make sure you tune in. The Truth Lounge is going off, and you gonna hear my story. You gonna hear my story, and it's gonna come directly from me. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So check it out. In the Truth Lounge, we're gonna be discussing a lot of topics, having a lot of guests, watching games. We're just gonna be lounging, man. But for my first guest here, man, I want my boy to come in, a guy I grew up with, my best friend. And we got a lot of stories to tell from childhood. My boy, Jay Crowe. Jay Crowe, where you at? Pull up on your boy.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's
sir.
up, Coach?
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's
sir.
up, Coach?
Yes, sir. The Truth Lounge, baby.
Yeah. You already know. What up,
Truth Lounge.
Coach?
Bless.
My guy,
Bless.
this is
Yes,
my
sir.
Brody right here. I don't even consider us best friends. This is like my brother, man. You know, we always sit back, watch games. We talk in the mornings. We talk about games, man. I just want to tell y'all, man. We grew up together in Inglewood High School. We played JV together. We played bar together. We won a championship together. This my roadie, man. I'm telling you, I really am giving him a lot of credit for the reason of who I became in the league, because me and him worked out every morning. This was my workout partner. We never had no trainer. It was just me and him. It was our will to get up every morning, 6 a.m., and we pushed each other every morning, man. And the game has changed today, just the mindset. Mm-hmm. We really wanted to make it to the top. You know what I'm saying? So I give him a lot of credit to my work ethic, my mentality. God bring people together just for a reason. And I really feel that way. He wasn't heavily recruited, man, but we worked so hard. We pushed each other. He had a 10-year plus career overseas. And this just shows you kids, if you work hard, anything can happen. So I'm happy to have my boy here, chopping it up, man. We're going to talk about the latest in the NBA. But I want to start off, man, about what you think about these Celtics this year. What you think about them?
Well, I love the Celtics, what they've been doing for the last 3-4 years. They're about as most consistent, program as we've had in the league. I mean, they've been right in it. If they ain't been to the finals, they've been just right there short.
Yeah.
So I think.
You think they could win it?
Yeah, I've been thinking that for 3-4 years. So it's like I'm kind of like on a wait and see with them though. Like I can't call them a true favorite though.
Why not?
Because they haven't completed the cycle.
Wait, come on, bro. Who more of a true favorite then?
This is what I like about the NBA this year. I think we're going to just turn it on and watch.
Who can beat them in the East 4 times?
Who can beat them?
Who can beat a healthy Celtic team in the East 4 times?
Well, let's remember that Philadelphia had them dead.
They own Philly. I don't want to hear that.
No,
they
but
own
I'm
Philly
just saying.
Over the years, bro.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to hear that.
In the East,
you only got one legit team, Miami, because even though they are where they're at, that's the only team that I'll be like, all right, that like, damn, I really
they're a tough
matchup.
They get tough during the playoffs. They get their stuff together. But look, I see them doing well, but I'm just kind of like on a.
You hesitant against them.
I'm hesitant against the Celtics right now because of what they've been showing me the last 3 years. They have 1 or 2 games in the playoffs that's head scratchers.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't game 6, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, is this the breakthrough year for the Celtics? This gotta be
the year.
Is this their year? You know what I mean? Obviously, Tatum is playing at all-time level. The addition of Porzingis, is he going to be healthy?
We got to change the narrative. It's the second half of the season. Knicks is coming up. You already know about the Knicks. I could put a whole highlight tape against the Knicks, just me alone, me versus the Knicks. But anyway, they're going to play the Knicks on Saturday. But before we get to that, I got Jason Tatum for MVP. It ain't been talked about enough. He on the best player, on the best team, and I think he been flying under the radar. We done talked about Embiid, Joker, Shea. Who you think right now is the MVP?
I'm not going to totally go against that. I think Tatum is in his mode. I think he's in his timing. But for me personally, I got Shea as my MVP. Because I just believe that if you take him off that team, I don't think we're even talking about OKC. And I think them being able to secure a home court in the first round from where they've been as a program to today, and the way he's carrying that load each and every night, he play every night.
He don't miss games.
He don't miss games. And they don't have anybody else who's even in the All-Star talk.
Word, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a good argument.
Like we
that's
talking about Chet.
No, that's a good argument.
Chet might be
a rookie.
Right. He might be a rookie that's in the rookie of the year talk. But they got nobody in the – if you think about all the other teams, they got somebody, whether that's Anthony Edwards and Karl-Anthony Towns.
Right.
Whether that's this. They got – who else?
Luka got Kyrie.
Luka got Kyrie.
A Joker got to be in there then.
Joker's in there every year. Like, Joker is he's stamped in the MVP conversation. But I think Joker don't want it.
He don't play for that. He don't play for that.
Like last year, we knew Embiid wanted it.
Yeah.
He took it. And I think Joker don't really want it. I think that championship, he want that finals MVP. Mm-hmm. He know that that's the MVP. To me, the finals MVP is the MVP.
That's what I'm saying. So the year I won, I got controversy. The year I won, I got MVP when we went to Spain. Remember we went to Spain?
Yeah.
Through the camp, and everybody got all mad because they was like, hey, you know who? You just played against Kobe, the best player in the world. And now what I say? I said, wait.
Yeah, I'm sitting there.
I'm the best player in the world.
Remember I told you, I was like, that's controversy.
I said, I'm the best player in the world.
That was the start of the internet and social media, really, the news traveling.
I thought I was the best player in the world.
News. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Look, I'm your homie.
If you win finals MVP,
No, but look.
I thought I was the best player in the world. I said, I'm better than Cole. I'm the best player in the world.
The route that year, the route that you went that year, it's all about your route.
That's why
you went through LeBron and Kobe. And
Detroit Pistons, who was top tier.
We talking about MVPs.
Right.
You went through LeBron and Kobe. Those, if you ever mention those names that you beat, those are two of the greatest names
I matched up
in the history of the league.
I matched up too.
Yeah, so I understood when you said that. I wouldn't expect you to say anything else. Now, I get it though. So when you said that,
right.
I got it from a news standpoint. It sounds ridiculous to the average player. But
so the question was asked when we was in Spain. So we won a championship. So me and him went to Spain. I did a camp in Madrid. We did a camp in Madrid. And they was like, hey, Paul, what do you think? You just played against Kobe, the best player in the world. And I stopped the reporter. I said, wait, I'm the best player in the world. Because I just won MVP. What else I got to do?
You just beat LeBron and Kobe this season.
This year.
Yeah.
Right here, right now, currently.
This season. Yeah.
I'm the best player in the world. Why wouldn't I believe that? Yeah. And see, the fans want to get ridiculed on that. Why y'all mad at me because my confidence is this? Why y'all mad at me if I put my mindset in that state? So for you young kids, if your mind ain't like that, man, I don't see how you ever gonna succeed and be at that level. And even if I wasn't the best player in the world, I thought that.
Well, you needed to be for your team to win. You can't go out here and fight against great champions and not believe you're gonna defeat them.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to have that type of confidence because those were the matchups. I just think
people was mad. People was mad that I said that.
Like it came out the way the article was presented. It came out different than the question was asked too.
It did, right?
So if you just read that statement, you take it out of the question. You don't understand that that's not you just going around saying that. They kind of pressed you to either you're going to glorify another man. Or you gonna be you just won a championship and you basking in your glow.
Yeah,
and somebody wanna bring you down.
That's it.
I'm not coming down off these chips.
Right. I'm on top of the mountain right now.
Yeah, it's 2008.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm on top of the mountain. How you doing, man? Why y'all pressing me?
Yeah, we just won a chip.
Yeah, so how you gonna take that away from me? I'm not about to glorify nothing else. This is my moment right now. So if I was the best player of the year for 1 year, out of the 19 years I played, give me that. Just for one season. Hey, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Period. Ain't nothing wrong with that. See, that's what the kids don't. We got to teach the kids this mindset. By the way, this Coach Crowe, head basketball coach at Linwood High School, they won the state championship last year. Got a son named Jason Crowe Jr., one of the top sophomores in all the country, one of the best scorers. Man, if y'all got a chance to check out Jason Crowe Jr., man, his son is one of them ones, man. And hopefully, you dealing with, how is it today, man? Like you being a high school coach and you got a son that's one of the top in the country, and the game is so different now, and you dealing with recruiting as far as every school in the country, NIL, people like just grabbing at you now. How is that? What's the fine line with a coach and his son and knowing when to press him and when to hold back? Because, a lot of times when a coach is coaching his son, a lot of other players look like it's favoritism. Yeah. Oh, he the son, he get more minutes, he get more touches. But how has that been in the journey to where he is before to where he is now? Because it's like, I know parents say stuff like he played the whole game, he get all the shots. How is that though, man? I mean,
I would say this. It would be a lot different if he wasn't the best player. Like, like
if he wasn't the best player,
he'd go out there and practice, and he destroyed his teammates each and every day. I watched that, so because I think if it was different, then now you're gonna have issues because he's so good that nobody can say nothing, right? So you know
nobody
what I mean?
can say nothing, right?
Nobody can say nothing because
he wasn't that good. And then
if you want to come watch practice, you can come watch.
As a
you know what I mean?
Right.
My practices are open to all the parents for that reason. I think that's what's different about it too. I keep my practices open.
They can come in and watch.
My practices has always been open to parents. I'm different than like that in other coaches.
Right.
I think, and I think the more that I got as my son got better, I think that became more. So you can watch to see how I'm teaching, to see, who I'm holding accountable and what I'm holding accountable to and why we doing this. And I think it's coaching them is easy. I think the hardest part is transitioning back to the father, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the part that I got to constantly adapt to, right? I got to constantly keep it, and that's what's good about our relationship, that we both love the game. I think that makes it easy to coach him and do that. But I got to transition to being a father. You know what I mean? I got to get back to that because I can't. The thing about coaching any player, they got emotions.
Yeah.
When they out there trying to win a game and their emotions is out there, you cannot take it personal. Like when he in his zone, and I'm telling him to run this, and he sees something else, and he on one. I can't now big boy him like I'm your father. Shut up. No, I gotta listen. And sometimes it's like, nah, do what I'm telling you to do. I'm the coach. But sometimes you can't get into your ego with that. You can't be a father right now while you're trying to coach. You gotta let this player and trust this player. Okay, he feel like that. He feel it. Okay, I know he'll
trust him as much.
Yes, you gotta do that. You gotta do that.
He gotta trust you.
Yeah, and I think that's what helped us. Our relationship as father coach. It's
like the NIL, like. A lot of things has been said about that, and he's put himself in position for that. And do it get overwhelming, just like the people pulling at him right now, man? Because we ain't had to deal with that growing up.
You know what though? We didn't. But we got the experience, and I'm gonna be honest. Like the one thing that our relationship has done, you said some things about me, but you being successful. I'm right on your heels. I'm able to hold on. So I'm able to get access and see the way you getting pulled, the stress that was on you, having to take care of all your homies, having to take care of the neighborhood, having to take care of your family. Now you got these cousins I never seen before. Now you got these people. You got to deal with all of this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing this from you. Now I can draw from you.
You can go back and look like, damn.
Yeah, because I love how you
going through that.
But this thing I love about it. Like, I love how you made the main thing. You never let all that other stuff overwhelm you.
Right.
And I think going through that and doing that has really helped the message. Because the thing about him is that he's been very humble. He's been very humble. Like, he don't walk around. If I was in his shoes, just imagine.
He on Instagram.
Yeah.
He got girls on him.
Come on, man.
No, think about he got.
You couldn't control me right now.
He got money coming in.
You couldn't control me right now. You couldn't control me right now. And
it's a different area.
He's a great son in that regard.
That's cool.
You know what I mean, in terms of that. But I'll tell you what helps too is that the NIL space, parents, what I would say is don't lose sight on what it is. Like, because you can hit as a family, but what is your goal?
Right.
If your goal is to be good at basketball, I think people lose sight of that. They want to get to a place of comfort so fast. Yeah. Like, let me get here to NIL. I can fall back. No.
It's a bigger goal.
It's a way bigger goal. So I'm dodging NIL. Like, they was trying to do the day in the life, and I'm like, I don't want to do a day in the life. They was like, well, this can bring this type of revenue for you and this, that, and the other. But I don't want to compromise our life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you can get you, what's your goal? Is your goal to get the million or the $500,000 or whatever it is in NIL? Are you trying to get that 100, 200 million over there? What you going for? Right. I seen so many kids go through that early. So, running the program that we had, Jalen Green, right? He was one of the.
Yeah, Jalen Green on our AAU team, by the way, if y'all don't know that.
And watching him blow up on our watch.
Yeah.
I saw the energy. I saw everything moving. I saw the trends in the game and the business and everything moving, you know what I'm saying? And Jalen Green's a great worker, man. The one thing about him, but also seeing Josh Christopher and seeing the way he carried it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was into that. I'm not going to say that he didn't love the game, but he knew to put so much energy into that time, into that. That was a focus for him. I got to be silly. I got to entertain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, man, it's so much that going to this high school, man. It's a different ball game. And, you know, throughout the course of the Truth Lounge, we're going to be talking to different top high schoolers. And you get it firsthand right here because you got a guy whose son is in the mix right now. That's going to be budding for a couple of years. And so, you know, as time moves on, you know, we're going to see Gilbert Arenas' son is in there, Trevor Ariza's son is in there. And so, you know, this is a segment I really want to hit on in the Truth Lounge. But let's get back to the NBA, man. Who can win it? Who the contenders right now, bro? Who the contenders?
Who can win it?
Who can win it?
Everybody talking about the Clippers, but I'm not sold.
You ain't sold on the Clippers.
No, I love their team, how they play, their style. But I want to see them, can they go series by series and break this down? They haven't shown me that with this group. You know, everybody's high on them because the West is wide open, right? Because if you got Minnesota and OKC at the top, so if you're going to ask me I'm looking at Denver, Boston.
Denver-Boston?
I'm looking at a Denver-Boston final, and I'm looking at.
It's easy to pick the.
No, I mean, but they deserve it, right? It's not.
And they right there.
I mean, because Minnesota got the best record.
Yeah.
So we still picking Denver.
Ain't nobody respecting Minnesota though. Ain't nobody respecting OKC. Them is the top two team. You got
you
Denver.
don't respect them, you're gonna get clapped. That's the thing. You're going to get clapped.
They ain't got no playoff experience.
No, but I'm saying that's
so if
but that's
I'm
Lakes,
Clippers. If I'm Lakes or
Clippers
or Golden State and I got to see OKC or Minnesota first round, who you got?
I got OKC first round versus.
If OKC got to play the Lakes, if you had to put your money on it.
No, I'm taking the Lakes first round versus OKC.
All right, now if you got Golden State versus Minnesota first round.
You know, when I'm actually gonna take Minnesota this year. You know why?
What?
You know why? Because they've been battling. OKC ain't been to the
no playoff experience. You know,
yes, they have.
That button
they almost popped. They was battling with Memphis.
Yeah, they lost every home game.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It take heartache to drive these teams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that team been together now, and Minnesota.
This is their second year together.
No, but the core pieces with Anthony Edwards and Carlton Towns.
No D. So I'm saying they ain't got no D playoff run, and they ain't.
No, this is their time.
You got and your leader is 21. I love Anthony Edwards.
But
Anthony
I got
Edwards,
them beating Golden State.
I love him.
I got them beating Golden State, though. Okay. But I don't got them going to the finals.
All right.
But if that's what Golden State run into first round, then that's good night.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Good night, Golden State, because I got them beating them right now. I think Golden State is still a team. Now, you bringing Klay Thompson off the bench right now. Come on.
I think that's good. You know what that is? Look. That remind me when I saw him go to the bench, it was a year we had Avery Bradley was starting to emerge, and we was still contender, and we had brought Ray off the bench because we thought that was the best thing going. Doc was like, Ray, come off the bench.
How'd that work
That's the reason Ray left, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. How'd that work out for you?
went to Miami and won a chip.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Avery Bradley over Ray Allen?
No, Avery was a dog.
Listen, I understand all of that. You know what I mean?
All right, who you got in front of Klay then?
No, but what I'm saying is that, exactly, I don't like this. Who is that? Who is it? I don't even know. Like, well, that's my point, is that in the middle of the season, you're not going to the championship doing those type of things, right? That's not the plan we had when we set off on this journey. Right. When we set sail, we wasn't banking on that to bring a rookie or a second-year player into the starting lineup, depend on him, and then have Klay come in. So you got the Knicks and the Celtics in MSG this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I remember you brought me out there for one game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what was one of your fondest memories there? Is it the one when Nate Robinson fall off your back and almost end his career?
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, I love playing against the Knicks. It was just something about in Madison Square Garden, you felt like you was on the stage because the light came down on the arena and it was dark in the crowd. Spike Lee, I remember just Paris Hilton in there, Rob Lowe. You had so many celebrities in there. And I was like, I gotta show out. I gotta show out. I done had some good games out there. A couple game winners, won the ticket, one I hit. And then, I don't know what Nate Robinson was doing that. Like, dude, I hit my game winner, bro. Let me fly. Let me fly, bro.
He's jumping on the back.
What is you doing?
He want the ride.
Let me fly, bro. You see, that? I was floating through there like, I didn't even know what he was on until I saw the replay. And I'm like, what Nate doing? But Madison Square Garden is a special place, dog. I love playing there. It's just like every player loved that because even when I look from LeBron having a great game there to Kobe going in there, you go to Madison. Because I feel like this, as an NBA player, if you want your respect around the league, you got to kill in Madison Square Garden, straight up. Because Madison Square Garden is one of the meccas of basketball, period. So you got hoop heads, you got celebrities, you got real fans in there. So if you want respect around the league, if you want respect around the whole East Coast, you got to ball out in New York. But you want some respect.
Well, you know what I saw?
I felt that.
When you in there, and you can touch on this, like it feels more theatrical. You talked about a little bit about the lighting, right?
The lighting was everything.
The way the sounds come in. Like every arena got their own thing, but it's hard for people to truly understand.
Unless you're there.
Like how this is like the real theater. Like this is the real production of the NBA.
For real.
Like this is what they really want to show. This is the real, like this is Broadway.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
Spotlight. It's like you're really on the stage.
Yeah, this is a cinema.
No doubt.
This is a cinema. You could feel it just coming in. I remember we went up through the elevator.
They need to change the criteria of the Hall of Fame. If you ain't get 40 in the Garden, you can't get Hall of Fame. Straight up. If you ain't got 40
Did
in the Garden.
Did you get 40 in the Garden?
Yeah, I'd had 40 a few times. Come on now. Don't play me like that. I'd had 40 a couple of times. 46, 40, game winners. If you go get 40 in the Garden, you shouldn't be
I just was watching that thing not too long ago when Shumpert was like, he was guarding, you was talking to Carmelo, like, man, when we going to start playing? Was that in the Garden or was that in Boston?
Oh, no, I remember.
Shumpert was like, he was guarding you, and you was at him, and you was talking to Melo, like, what we doing? You ain't guarding me? Like, what,
oh, right.
Like,
I said that to everybody.
Like, when we gonna play?
That's what I said. I used to be like, when the stars didn't guard me and I guard them, I'd be like, when you gonna guard me? I used to say that because I used to guard everybody. I'm guarding T-Mac, Vince, Melo, Bron. Y'all gonna guard me? Like, That's what I was on.
People don't know.
That was I was on.
This is the part I think people don't understand.
That's what I was on.
About your career, I think that
like
needs
I'm
to get
guarding
touched
them.
on.
You got to give me 40.
People don't know that though.
That's what I'm saying.
People don't know that. They don't know that you didn't do the cross matching.
No, I ain't on that. I'm guarding you. You gonna have to hit me over the head. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna come back again. No, is you gonna guard me? Cause I'm guarding you. I remember I said that to Mac. I said that to them. I don't know if they remember, but I know I said it. Like, why you ain't guarding over here? Like, I'm over there. Like, they see, and that's what I don't like about today NBA. They don't guard each other. Like, match up, bro. Match up.
No.
Come on, man. What, you scared to be on YouTube? You scared to be on Instagram? Nah. Because we going to match up again. We going to match up again. It ain't like this the only one time. This ain't boxing.
No.
Where you knock me out, we might not fight again, and I'm going to dance all night. No. We going to go again.
Yeah,
so
gonna go,
you can get me
to
today, but it's going to be another time. And that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. That's why I was on that. I was on
the defense.
Yeah, dog. Come on. But the Knicks, you like them? You think they got a chance?
You know, I don't think they got a chance to win it.
Not to win it, but they a threat.
I think this is what they gonna do. I think they gonna break some hearts. I think like they got a chance to knock somebody out.
Let me see what the standings is right now.
Like they're not gonna win it either, right? But they gonna break your heart because you're gonna have to deal with them. And if you can't get through them, then they gonna break your heart. Whether that be you running to them.
Nobody's heart. I'm sorry, you Knicks fans. Y'all can hate me. Y'all can continue to hate me, but they're
gonna break somebody's heart. You got them.
Right now,
so right now, look, right now, you got second round matchup. Milwaukee.
Knicks might lose first round.
Who they got?
Man, right now the playoffs start today. Knicks versus Sixers. If Embiid back, I'm taking Sixers.
If
Embiid coming back.
Okay. All right.
So you confident that the Knicks right now, and then who they got to see the second round? They got to see the Celtics.
How much they beat the Sixers by tonight?
No.
This type of beat for everybody else. Y'all getting beat. Okay, Debo coming back. But the rest of y'all better not be caught on the block. Because
all right, and hold on.
Who's guarding Jalen Brunson?
So listen to this.
Fourth quarter.
Indiana is one game behind Sixers, so they can be in that slot. You think they beat Indiana?
Well, all that can
That's
be.
first round.
Well, I think they got the defense to do it, right? I think they got the young bodies. The problem with playing against Indiana,
I'm going to say it now.
You got to be young,
quote
man.
me on this. I'm going to say it right now. And look at me. Knicks will not make it out the first round.
He blew it.
Knicks, I'm looking at it now. Knicks will not make it out the first round. And I'm standing on that.
Okay. All right, brother.
You can say what you want about them. I know I said something earlier on the KG certified ticket and truth that they could be in the conference finals, but as I look today, Knicks won't make it out the first round.
We'll revisit that.
They got to see. They got to see the Sixers or Indiana, and Miami can creep up there.
Listen,
I ain't going.
Those guys got to see them.
No.
The teams you named. Let me tell you.
Knicks ain't nobody walking in.
Who is the fourth quarter
As a matter
scorer?
of fact, teams is going to be like, all right, let's
lose
a couple games so we can match it with the Knicks first round.
No. Nobody doing that.
Let's make this playoff push.
Ain't nobody
we
doing that.
The Knicks
ain't nobody
first
doing
round.
that, dog.
Knicks, you ain't doing that to Celtics. The Knicks might be
bodies.
like, let's drop the 6 so we can see the Celtics in the conference finals.
They can keep up. See, the thing about the Knicks, let me tell you what people are missing on the Knicks, is that, okay, Indiana is a tough matchup in the regular season. No, Indiana plays too fast for you in the regular season.
If you missing shots, Indiana will blow you out.
But Thibodeau is going to be locked into the game plan. He's not having that.
But they not.
He's not having that.
I ain't going.
The Knicks is going to break some hearts. They're going to hurt.
Knicks fans, y'all can hate me, whatever.
They're gonna have Doc Rivers and them in shambles.
All right, let me see.
Yeah, them type of match.
Hold on, Milwaukee.
They gonna get him talked about in the blogs. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, Knicks better move up to 3. They better move up to 3. Man, Knicks is in a bad spot right now.
There's no such
the Knicks either got to see the Sixers, Indiana, Orlando, or Miami in the first round.
All those sound like lunch meat. The problem with the Knicks is that I don't see them. Their problem is Boston, right? The Knicks problem. This is where the Knicks is gonna do Boston a favor. They gonna knock out everybody, and then they gonna run into Boston, and them double wings is too much for them. Tatum is a bad matchup for the Knicks.
They gonna get Anunoby back, which is solid. They gonna get Rondo back.
I like the Knicks because they got a fourth quarter scorer. When the game slows down, the Pacers are regular season.
So are the Knicks,
playing,
bro. So are the Knicks. Come on,
the Knicks can play a half-court game. We know that that's what it takes to win in the playoffs.
Playoffs is different, bro.
Half-court, right?
The playoffs is different.
No, I know that, but you can't stop Brunson no matter how you scheme.
I love
He's
Brunson,
unique.
bro. No, listen, I love Brunson. I'm going to keep it 100.
He can't win a round? He can't win 2 rounds?
If Brunson is your best player, you cannot win a championship. But you can get out the first round with Brunson. He's good.
But
this ain't nothing knock on Brunson. No, listen. Because I've always said if your point guard is your best player, you can't win a championship. I've said that. There's only exception to the rule. Isaiah, Magic, and Curry. And we talking about 3 of the best guards to ever play. Arguably, all 3 of them are top 20 all-time players.
No, I don't think they could do that. But you know what they're doing right now, though? They so young, and they got the right type of team in place that they right there, they freed up Fournier all that money. They lined up to grab another piece.
If the Knicks make it out the first round, I would wear a Knicks jersey, a Brunson jersey for a week. But look,
think about this, though. Who is available on the free agent market?
I will wear a Brunson jersey for a week if they make it out the first round. And this ain't knocking Brunson, but it just is he's the best player in New York, so I wear a New York Knicks jersey, which is pretty much outlawed for somebody that represents Boston.
I love it, man, because I'm a big Brunson fan, so you just get that jersey to me when you through with it. When you through with that, just pass that on to your boy. I know you can't have that around.
I can't have it.
You know what I mean? So
I might get jumped. Yeah,
that'll be great for me because that's I'm a big fan of Brunson. Like I agree.
Where the game at this weekend? Is it in New York?
It's at MSG.
All right, who you got this weekend? New York. They can't beat them without Randall.
No. I like Boston. I'm not telling them they're gonna beat Boston. I just love what the Knicks is doing.
All right.
I love them. I love the moves they made. I love how they team fit.
The Knicks being good is good for the league.
I love Villanova. The NBA Villanova. They got 2 championships from Villanova. They got their starting backcourt.
That ain't translating to the league.
That ain't translating to the league. You ain't rolling? But I love the chemistry. I love the defensive mentality. I love the players they picked up. Achua, they got a dog. Anunoby's a dog.
Look,
Randall's
the Knicks
a dog.
Get out the first round. Any restaurant in LA on me.
Okay, good.
Bet.
Good.
In the Brunson jersey.
In the Brunson jersey. I love it.
All right.
We'll be there. You know what I'm saying? So many great spots. I love being from LA.
All right, bet. So another thing we're going to come up with in the Truth Lounge is the Truth Challenge. So y'all better tune in to the Truth Challenges. And the reason this came up is because when we was on KG Certified, Vita Vea and I had some Twitter moments, but it was a thing where we were talking about football and it was like Vita Vea beat anybody in a race. And I was like, ain't no way a 400-pound dude beat me in a race. So that's going to be a part of my Truth Challenge where I'm going to race Vita Vea. That's one of them. So the thing that's surrounding the Truth Challenge is I want to compete against all these different athletes in other sports. I want to do a tennis challenge to where I get a professional tennis player to serve to me 10 times and I got to return they serve. Can I kick a 40-yard field goal? Can I beat a great cyclist in biking? Can I hit a major league pitch? 10 tries. I go to BP, I get a major league pitch.
So what's the consequences here?
Huh?
What's the consequence here?
No, it's not a consequence. It's just a challenge. Like people, you know how people always criticize
you lose.
No, people always criticizing sports and me being an athlete, going into another sport. You know, you look like, man, how you didn't hit that? Or how you didn't hit that shot? Or I want to just show people that it's harder than you think. You know, so like me going to batting practice to see if I can hit a major league pitch.
You going to show people what you about to fail?
No, I might not.
So
I'm a great athlete. I think I can do. I think I can do it.
You're a retired athlete.
I can do it. So that's going to be the challenges. And this is just to show people like it's harder than you think. I'm a great athlete
Today?
Today.
Are you talking about when you was playing against Kobe?
No, still today.
2008.
Still today.
Okay.
So I work out every day. I'm in the hoop. I can still dunk.
I'm not. I'm talking about what I used to do, and I'm proud.
I want to get.
I
want to get on the soccer field and be the goalie and see if I can.
No, you don't want to do that. No, don't do that one.
Don't do that one.
Don't do that one.
I could get a stop.
No,
if
you
I
can't,
guess
man.
right.
Now no free kick, bro. If there's
other players, I get 10 tries.
You got other players out there. They will go 9 out of 10.
All I need is one. All I need is one stop.
They gonna do that for the show, like just
no. They better come. They better. And then
no, you're not. You're not standing in front.
We might get into hockey.
You're getting no stops
tennis,
on the goal.
Baseball, soccer, and Vita Vea. We're gonna do that.
I'm gonna give you a chance. 40. I'm gonna give you a chance on the. You got baseball history, so what I would do if I was you, I'll try to get me a bunt. Try to get
base hit. Base hit. I gotta get it to the outfield.
Try to get
base hit.
To the,
base
it's not
hit.
good. Well,
look, Vita Vea. Look. He is a football player that played for Tampa. He's 400 pounds.
No, but he's retired too.
No, he's not.
He's still playing?
No, he's playing. He's in his prime. So look, he's 400 pounds, bro. We gonna race a 40. We're gonna do a 40.
Okay.
He say he can beat me in a 40. He's 400 pounds. And
I'm
saying ain't no.
Who is your insurance provider, Kaiser?
No. Ain't no 400 pound dude beat me. You think a 400 pound dude can beat you in a 40?
Listen.
I'm asking.
I'm not in that mode right now.
I'm in that mode.
Yeah, I feel your mind is there.
Whatever. Well, make sure y'all tune in. Truth Challenges is coming.
I want to see it.
Hey, you don't want to see this.
The race might be your best chance, but the goalie, leave that stuff alone.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, leave that alone.
Whatever,
leave the goalie alone.
I need to get Michael Phelps in the swimming pool. But look, I need a head start, bro. Give me a head start. We do one lap, and you start at the start, and I get in the middle, and we go. Michael Phelps, let's go.
By the time you rev up, he gonna be on you.
Truth Challenge.
Look
out for it.
Okay, I'm looking for that.
So we sitting here watching this Laker-Warriors game, and what I want to ask you is, whose window is the closest to being closed out of the Warriors and the Lakers? Who has the best chance to win a championship out of those two? You know, you guys two aging superstars, and they not at the top of the division or they're not at the top of the conference, and they both gonna be playing teams maybe. Who has the best chance to win the championship? Who you think?
Well, I think it's two different answers to that, right? Like, who has the best chance to win? I'm gonna go with the Lakers.
They window is a little more open than the Golden State?
No, I think the Lakers this year.
If they don't win this year, then it's closed.
Well, the thing the Lakers have, they have one advantage on the Warriors, that they have another superstar who still can be paired with a superstar and go on. Like if LeBron shut it down,
that makes sense.
AD can still, if you put him with somebody like a Luka, you get Luka and AD. I'm just saying.
Right.
So as long as you got with Curry, I think they don't have nobody else yet. They're looking to see who is going to step up. Curry has played so unbelievable in the finals that who can give him the support when you move Klay Thompson to the bench and minimize his value? Who are you looking for? I don't know who that next guy is.
Yeah. So you saying the Lakers got a better chance than Golden State?
But I think the Lakers got a better
constructed.
As constructed, I think the Lakers got a better chance in these playoffs to do some more damage, because I think LeBron is tough in a 4-game series. I mean,
but they got swept last year.
They got swept by the champs, right?
Yeah.
But they won. They went from the play-in.
You never count LeBron out.
That's my point.
Right.
They went from the play-in all the way.
What about Curry? You gonna count him out?
No.
They won a chip.
No, but LeBron got AD. AD go out there and get 30 and 15. If Curry go out there and get 25 points, who is going to support him on that night in the playoff game?
Right.
So that's why I like the Lakers.
I think I might agree with you on that one. You know,
I like the Lakers.
I mean, if we talking about Golden State, I don't even know who the second best player on Golden State is right now. Like, it could be Kuminga, it could be Klay, it could be Draymond, it could be Wiggins.
There's no consistency
There's no consistent right there. So, in saying that, it makes more sense. But the Lakers should be better than what they are. You got arguably right now, LeBron is a top 10, top 15 player still in the league.
Yeah.
AD is a top 10 player in the league right now.
But you know what their problem
Currently.
is? When I look at them, they play better defense in the playoffs. Because now LeBron is going to commit. This 82-game marathon is too much for LeBron at this stage of his career to ask him to go out there and play top 5 league defense. Because he has to be the catalyst.
So he'll save it for the playoffs.
He got to be the catalyst, though, for these other guys. He got athletes that can roll with him when he's rolling. Right. But he can't fall back and expect them to take the lead on that side of the ball out there on the perimeter. So I think when it gets to the playoffs, that's what makes them a different animal. Their defense goes up.
So if we saying that Lakers window is still open a little bit better than Golden State, so the Lakers is this year, next year, and Golden State is this year, and that's it?
I think Golden State window is closed.
You think it's closed?
Yeah, I don't see them as no contender this year. They fighting for a play-in spot.
They playing good right now though. They didn't win. They winning right now. They looking like
they can win a chip.
But if we saying you got OKC at the top, Minnesota at the top.
They just changed their lineup. They winning, but they just changed their lineup. Think about that. They unsure of themselves. They don't know what they got going on. They said, look, we're going to put an unproven guy in the starting lineup right now. No, so we just going in here. We don't know what's going on.
They put a guy in who's been consistent.
Who?
In the lineup. Golden State.
I can't pronounce his name. I don't want to mispronounce his name.
Yeah, that's fine, but we already
he hasn't been consistent. Come on. He ain't played no playoffs.
On the defensive end.
He's playing hard.
Exactly.
It's a difference between playing hard and getting these playoffs and having to guard these guys.
No. All right. So, Golden State, you match them up with the Wolves.
They're going to get them out of here.
Golden State.
Tonight. The Wolves going to win that series this year.
Golden State, you match them up with Dallas. Golden State, you match them up with New Orleans. And they get to the conference finals and see Denver.
They won't get New Orleans because, look, they're going to be fighting to be on the bottom. What they're going to get, if they lucky, this is what they need to happen. They need to get OKC.
In the first round.
Yeah, they got to get it. They got to come in there somehow and get that 7 spot when they get through the play-in, because they're going to be in the play-in.
Yeah.
So they get that 7 spot and deal with OKC in that 2nd spot. But if Denver's in that 2nd spot, good night.
So there you have it. Golden State window's closed. Lakers window 2 years.
Yeah, because the Lakers can beat OKC. The Lakers can beat Minnesota right now.
They can beat OKC and Minnesota right now.
Yeah, they can't beat Denver. That's just it right there.
Yeah, I think LeBron is in a space to where right now he's just trying to get through the regular season. And if you can get LeBron rested at the end of the year and you make the play-in and get into the play-in and you find a way to where he can be rested for the playoffs.
He can elevate the players.
He can elevate. He understands the moment.
Yeah,
and that's what people got to understand. Not that Curry don't and they don't, but
just don't have enough help.
They don't have enough help.
I just like the team better. I mean, you got Russell that can carry you in the second quarter, that can get 10 to 12 points in the second quarter to balance out and keep you steady while LeBron rests. You got players like Hachimura that you don't need them, but at home, game 5, he's going to score 20 points in that game, making spot-up shots, running the floor for LeBron.
Yeah.
Like, they got more players like this with the defensive potential that they have. Then I'm looking at Golden State. I don't see the defensive potential.
All right,
they got to outscore teams, right? They got to get hot and run off. Klay Thompson played phenomenal before the All-Star break, 2 good games. They moved to the bench. They figure they can get him in there to finish and do some things. But I don't see them being – we got to remember, Klay Thompson was in the talks of being like first, second team all defense. When they was making their run like that, he was the guy.
Man, I'm looking at the Kings. They got cheerleaders out here looking thick. Man, what is this? West Finals, who you got? Mop West Finals? Oh, damn. I think it's going to be Denver and Clippers.
Where the Clippers at right now? Where would they finish?
Let's see. Clippers right now.
See, the thing that makes it tricky is that
Clippers is 3rd.
So they can't be a Denver Clipper. I think
4th.
I think Denver going to work its way up. right?
So
I think Denver going to finish stronger than they put forth the first part of the season. They're going to finish. Murray has some injuries. They got through that first season.
Who you got? Clippers finals.
Because I got Denver and Clippers going to meet up in the semis. So that's why.
What about Western finals?
In the Western finals, I got Minnesota and Denver.
That's a good one.
I got Minnesota.
I think Denver gonna find this way to go up and to make the work their way to number 2 seed.
And I think Clippers are gonna be there. I think
and
OKC
I think
gonna
Clippers
fall.
is gonna stay around 2. I mean, Clippers are gonna stay around 3 and 4, and I think they're gonna see each other in the finals, conference finals. Denver Clips.
Denver Clips.
Damn. So no Minnesota, no OKC, no Phoenix, no Lakers, no Dallas. Damn. We seeing the shift. The shift is happening right before our eyes.
Yeah, the whole NBA.
Yeah.
But this is what I like that with the Knicks. The Knicks is giving us something to talk about. No, it's not about these teams winning, right? When you got Minnesota and OKC at the top of the standings, that's a shift.
Yeah.
You're not talking. You didn't mention neither one of those teams as your teams to get to the finals.
No.
Clearly, you're gonna have to go through them.
I think you need a second superstar. So.
No, I'm not arguing that, but I'm saying it's. But when you have these type of teams, these teams is gonna break somebody's heart.
Yeah.
Right? They're a monkey wrench. They're positioning themselves for the postseason to be in position to do something.
Yeah.
So if you these other teams, you the Clippers, you run into Dallas, Luka is like, who is Luka like to the Clippers? He's like Freddy Krueger, bro.
Like that kryptonite.
He's like Freddy Krueger.
Like
they don't want to see.
They
don't want to see Luka walking in their building.
Oh no, we're gonna see this shit. This is a different Clipper team. Because Harden,
Luka in that playoff coming at you. He coming confident. He coming there. Clippers do not want to see that.
Lost 3 in a row. All right, we're gonna see then. All right.
That's what I'm saying. The way
what about East?
Because you got these teams in the top.
Celtics.
The Celtics are in optimal position.
Celtics. I got Celtics, Cleveland in the East.
That'll be good to see. But that's what I mean. I got the Celtics going to the finals. I don't know what's going to happen. You can pick but you didn't say the Sixers.
No, I don't got no faith because even though if Joel Embiid come back, he gonna be sore. His knee gonna be sore.
But he gonna do it by himself.
He gotta be back.
Who is this team they got?
Take his time getting the shape.
Who is they starting power forward?
Tobias Harris.
Who are the 3?
Who's the 3? For who?
The Sixers. Exactly. Who's on first? Who they play for? Like, exactly. They don't have the team like
Oubre.
Okay.
Oubre is the 2. Batum. Maxey. Tobias. Yeah, they got a solid squad.
Got Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield. Oh yeah, they
Does
got
he start?
They got deep. Yeah. Oh yeah, they solid.
That ain't gonna cut it, brother.
You was just saying they got athletes. We was watching the game. You say they got athletes. They gonna be a problem.
I said the Knicks got athletes.
Oh yeah, you did say that. You did.
That's why they blew them out.
All right.
Without Randall. That's my team right there. That's my dark horse. I'm jumping on the Knicks bandwagon. I mean, I know you done had your days in MSG.
We need to get you some more truth serum because this is a lie.